Welcome back to another powerful journey of growth and transformation. Today, I want to share something that holds the key to unlocking your full potential. The one trait that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's not talent, luck, or intelligence. It's something far more powerful: self-discipline. Self-discipline is not something you're born with. It's a skill you develop, a habit you cultivate, and a decision you make every single day. It's what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades, what pushes you to take action when excuses creep in, and what turns ambition into achievement. No matter where you are in life, the ability to control your actions, focus your energy, and stay committed to your goals will determine the level of success you reach. Today, I'm going to share 5 powerful principles of self-discipline. Practical, life-changing strategies that will help you break through barriers, overcome distractions, and build unstoppable momentum. If you apply these principles, you will transform not just what you do, but who you become. Let's dive in. Big goals can often feel overwhelming, causing many people to give up before they even begin. The thought of climbing a massive mountain can be so intimidating that it discourages action altogether. This is why one of the most powerful principles of self-discipline is learning to start small, dream big, and build momentum over time. Instead of focusing on the entire journey ahead, break it down into smaller, manageable steps that you can tackle one at a time. Every major achievement in history was built through consistent, small actions taken daily. Whether it's achieving financial freedom, building a strong and healthy body, mastering a new skill, or creating a successful business, the key is always steady progress. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that they need to make drastic changes all at once. This often leads to burnout, frustration, and ultimately giving up. Instead, starting with small, achievable goals creates a sense of accomplishment and builds momentum over time. Momentum is a crucial factor in success. Once you begin taking small steps, the progress you make will start to snowball. The first few days or weeks might feel slow, but over time the results will compound. Small habits, when practiced consistently, turn into major transformations. For example, if your goal is to lose weight instead of trying to overhaul your entire diet and exercise routine in one day, start by committing to just 15 minutes of exercise each day. If you want to write a book, don't try to complete it in a week. Commit to writing 500 words daily. These small but consistent efforts will eventually lead to a breakthrough. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." This means that success isn't just about having big dreams. It's about creating small, daily habits that support those dreams. A person who focuses only on their end goal may feel discouraged when they don't see immediate results, but someone who focuses on building a system of daily progress will always move forward. Think about some of the most successful people in any field. They didn't achieve greatness overnight. They built their success through years of disciplined, small actions that eventually turned into extraordinary results. Olympic athletes train for years, improving little by little each day. Musicians practice for hours daily before they ever perform on a big stage. Entrepreneurs who build multi-million-dollar companies didn't start with grand empires. By shifting your mindset from needing instant results to focusing on steady improvement, you set yourself up for long-term success. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dream. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Take a small step today and let the momentum carry you forward. Success begins in the mind. Every action, every habit, and every decision you make is rooted in the way you think. If you want to build self-discipline, you must first take control of your mindset. The biggest battle you will ever fight is not against external obstacles, but against your own doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. Your thoughts shape your reality, and if you allow negativity, excuses, or self-doubt to dominate your thinking, they will become the very barriers that hold you back. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of confidence, determination, and resilience, those qualities will grow and strengthen over time. But if you allow weeds of fear, insecurity, and procrastination to take root, they will spread and choke out any possibility of progress. The good news is that you have complete control over what you allow to grow in your mental space. It all starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. Are you encouraging and empowering yourself? Or are you constantly feeding your mind with reasons why you can't succeed? One of the most effective ways to take control of your mindset is through positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a direct impact on your actions and decisions. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough, this is too hard," or "I'll never be successful," you are programming your brain to believe those statements. But if you replace those thoughts with empowering affirmations like, "I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to," "I am strong and disciplined," and "I have the power to shape my future," you begin to shift your mindset in a way that supports your goals. Think about the most successful people in the world. They weren't born with unshakable confidence. They built it by training their minds to believe in themselves. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders all face challenges. But what sets them apart is their ability to control their thoughts and push forward even when things get difficult. They don't let fear paralyze them. Instead, they use challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. They expected not their first shootout in the field, but they used challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. Another powerful tool for mastering your mindset is visualization. Take a few moments each day to close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals. See yourself overcoming obstacles, staying disciplined, and reaching success. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more your brain starts to believe it is possible. Your mind doesn't fully distinguish between real experiences and imagined ones, so when you visualize success, you are training your brain to recognize that outcome as achievable. In addition to visualization, surround yourself with positivity. The people you interact with, the books you read, and the content you consume all influence your mindset. If you spend time around people who constantly complain, make excuses, or doubt themselves, their mindset will rub off on you. Instead, seek out those who inspire and challenge you to be better. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch videos that reinforce discipline, growth, and self-belief. The more you expose yourself to empowering ideas, the stronger your mindset will become. Your mind is your most powerful tool. If you learn to control it, you can control your actions, your habits, and ultimately your success. The journey to self-discipline is not about waiting for the right circumstances or for motivation to strike. It's about training your mind to stay focused, resilient, and committed no matter what challenges come your way. Once you master your mindset, everything else falls into place. Self-discipline becomes easier, goals become clearer, and success becomes inevitable. It all starts with a decision to take control of your thoughts and refuse to let negativity hold you back. Excuses are the silent killers of progress. They keep people stuck in the same place day after day, year after year, preventing them from reaching their full potential. Everyone has excuses: lack of time, lack of resources, lack of knowledge, or lack of motivation. But the truth is, excuses are nothing more than self-imposed barriers that provide a temporary sense of relief while keeping people from achieving greatness. The moment you eliminate excuses, You take back control of your life and your future. One of the most common excuses people use is, I don't have enough time. But the reality is that time is the great equalizer. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they choose to use those hours. If something is truly important, you will find a way to make time for it. The key is prioritization. Instead of saying, I don't have time to exercise, reframe it as, it's not a priority for me to exercise. That simple shift in wording forces you to acknowledge that your success is in your hands. The question is not whether you have time, but whether you are willing to prioritize your goals over distractions, procrastination, and unproductive habits. Another common excuse is, I'm not talented enough, or I don't know how to do it. But no one starts as an expert. Every successful person began as a beginner. They faced challenges, made mistakes, and learned through experience. The difference is that they didn't let their lack of knowledge stop them. Instead of making excuses, they asked, how can I learn? What steps can I take today to improve? With the abundance of information available, books, online courses, mentors, and practice, there has never been an easier time to acquire skills and knowledge. The key is to stop waiting until you feel ready and start taking action, however small. Excuses also come in the form of self-doubt. People tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired. Or what if I fail? But tomorrow never comes for those who keep waiting. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now. Every moment spent making excuses is a moment that could have been spent making progress. Success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect condition. One of the most powerful ways to eliminate excuses is to take full responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming circumstances, other people, or external factors, accept that you are in control. When you take ownership of your actions, you also take ownership of your results. If you want to be healthier, take responsibility for your eating and exercise habits. When you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility, you become unstoppable. Another way to eliminate excuses is to challenge them directly. The next time you catch yourself making an excuse, ask, is this really true? Or is it just something I'm telling myself to avoid discomfort? More often than not, excuses are simply a way to stay in a comfort zone. Growth requires stepping out of that zone and embracing challenges. Instead of saying, I'm too tired to work out, challenge yourself with, can I push through for just 20 minutes? Instead of saying, I don't have time to read, ask, can I commit to just 10 minutes a day? Small actions break the cycle of excuses and build momentum toward success. Eliminating excuses is not easy, but it is necessary. Every excuse removed is a step closer to success. The more you take responsibility and refuse to let excuses dictate your future, the more control you have over your destiny. The time to act is now. Without clear goals, it is impossible to achieve lasting success. Many people work hard, put in effort, and stay busy, but if they don't have a specific direction, they end up feeling lost and frustrated. Goals act as a compass, guiding your actions and ensuring that your energy is focused on what truly matters. The key to self-discipline is not just having goals, but having well-defined, structured goals that keep you motivated and on track. When you know exactly what you want and create a clear plan to get there, distractions lose their power and excuses fade away. One of the most effective ways to set goals is by using the SMART method, making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A vague goal like I want to be successful lacks clarity and direction. Instead, transform it into something concrete. I want to increase my income by 20% within the next 6 months by launching an online business. This goal is specific, increase income measurable by 20%, achievable with the right strategy, relevant, aligned with financial success, and time-bound within 6 months. When your goals meet these criteria, they become more actionable and easier to track. But setting goals is only the first step. The next crucial element is focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: social media, endless notifications, entertainment, and other people's demands on your time. If you don't actively protect your focus, it becomes easy to lose sight of your goals. One powerful way to maintain focus is by scheduling deep work sessions. Set aside dedicated time each day, eliminate distractions, and commit fully to working on your most important tasks. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create an environment that supports concentration. Even an hour of uninterrupted deep work can be more productive than several hours of scattered effort. Another way to sharpen your focus is by eliminating non-essential tasks that don't contribute to your long-term goals. Many people waste time on activities that feel productive but don't actually move them closer to success. Instead of getting caught up in busy work, prioritize the actions that have the biggest impact. You ask yourself daily, is what I'm doing right now getting me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, it's time to refocus. Maintaining focus also requires mental discipline. It's easy to start strong when motivation is high, but true progress comes from consistency. There will be days when distractions tempt you and when things don't go as planned. This is where self-discipline plays the biggest role, sticking to your goals even when you don't feel like it. Remind yourself why you started, visualize the end result, and push through temporary discomfort. The more you practice disciplined focus, the stronger it becomes. In addition to removing distractions, it's important to track progress. Regularly reviewing your goals keeps them fresh in your mind and allows you to adjust your strategy if needed. Break larger goals into smaller milestones so you can celebrate achievements along the way. Seeing progress, even in small steps, builds confidence and keeps you motivated to continue. Finally, surround yourself with an environment that supports your focus. If your workspace is cluttered, your schedule is chaotic, or you're constantly around negative influences, staying focused will be a struggle. Instead, create an environment that encourages productivity. Organize your space, set clear boundaries with others about your time, and surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. The more intentional you are about your surroundings, the easier it becomes to stay committed to your goals. Clarity and focus are the foundation of self-discipline. When you have a clear goal and the ability to maintain focus, success is inevitable. Distractions lose their power, excuses disappear, and every action you take moves you closer to the life you envision. The key is to take control, eliminate unnecessary noise, and stay committed no matter what. Perfection is one of the biggest roadblocks to progress. Many people delay taking action because they want everything to be just right before they begin. They tell themselves they need more time, more knowledge, or better circumstances. But the pursuit of perfection often leads to procrastination, and procrastination leads to regret. The reality is that waiting for the perfect moment means never starting at all. Progress, no matter how small, is always better than standing still. Those who succeed understand that growth comes from continuous effort, not from getting everything right the first time. Perfectionism creates fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, and fear of judgment. This fear keeps people trapped in a cycle of inaction. But mistakes are not the enemy, they are part of the learning process. Every expert was once a beginner. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than others have even tried. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He didn't let setbacks stop him. Instead, he saw each failure as valuable information that brought him closer to success. This mindset is what separates achievers from those who never move forward. The key to breaking free from perfectionism is embracing progress as the goal. Instead of aiming for flawless execution, aim to improve just a little every day. Small steps, consistently taken, lead to massive results over time. If you want to get in shape, don't wait for the perfect workout plan. Just start by exercising for 10 minutes a day. If you want to write a book, don't wait until you have the perfect plot. Just start by writing a few sentences each morning. Action creates momentum, and momentum leads to success. One of the best ways to focus on progress is to celebrate small wins. People often overlook their achievements because they are too focused on the big picture. But recognizing even the smallest improvements builds confidence and motivation. Every step forward, no matter how small, is proof that you are moving in the right direction. If you write 500 words a day, you'll have a full book in a few months. If you improve your diet by just one healthy meal a day, over time you'll transform your health. Progress is about accumulation, small, consistent efforts that compound into remarkable achievements. Another important aspect of prioritizing progress over perfection is learning to be adaptable. Many people give up because things don't go exactly as planned, but success is not a straight path. It's full of detours, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as failures, view them as opportunities to learn and adjust your approach. The ability to adapt and keep moving forward, even when things don't go perfectly, is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. Letting go of perfection also means embracing discomfort. Growth happens outside of the comfort zone. If you only take action when things feel easy or when you feel fully prepared, you will never reach your full potential. The truth is, no one ever feels 100% ready to chase their biggest goals. The most successful people take action despite their doubts. They trust that they will figure things out along the way. At the heart of all success is the ability to persist. The people who achieve great things are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They understand that success is a process, not a single event. They keep pushing forward, improving little by little until they reach their destination. Instead of waiting for perfection, they commit to progress, knowing that every effort brings them closer to their goals. The choice is simple. Keep waiting for perfection and stay where you are, or embrace progress and start moving forward. The only way to achieve anything meaningful is to begin, keep going, and never stop improving. Self-discipline is not something you master overnight. It's a journey of commitment, persistence, and growth. It's about starting small, controlling your mindset, eliminating excuses, setting clear goals, and focusing on progress rather than perfection. Every great achievement is built on the foundation of daily discipline, and the life you desire is waiting on the other side of your consistent effort. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start. Take action today, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Momentum will build, confidence will grow, and before you know it, you'll be standing in a future shaped by your discipline and dedication. Remember, self-discipline is your superpower. Use it wisely, and there is nothing you can't achieve. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue this journey together, because your best self is waiting. The time to step into your greatness is now.